What's going on, collective? Welcome back to my desk. Oh, you guys, the AC in the divorce apartment has gone out again. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And it is over 80 degrees in my apartment. So if you hear the fan running, please, please, my deepest forgiveness, I beg of thee. But it is Texas and it is hot, okay? All right, now, not only is that funniness going on, but we have other funniness going on. And in fact, I'm about to take this funniness pretty damn seriously because three other readers have picked up on this energy. No, four other readers have picked up on this energy, and these are readers that I trust. Now, you may think I'm a kook. Hit subscribe. Thank you for listening anyway, even though you think I'm a loony toony. But there's too much coincidence to ignore, collective. So I've got my golden girls out. I've got my green heart. We're going to figure out, I guess. All right, well, let me tell you what's going on. So if that kind of reading sounds interesting to you, collective, well, grab yourself your favorite beverage, come sit next to me, and let's get into this weird, baby, because it's about to get weird. Where do I begin? I had a reading the other day about this swarm of magic. And wouldn't you know, today in Israel, bees are swarming. Now, the swarm was caused, they don't know why the swarm was caused, but in the reading, it was because the carpenters and the masons are having like a war or a fight or a battle. It's also about the age turning and, working together. They're not working together anymore. And the magic has gone awry, collective. So then that was a big oracle hit. Plus, we've had a couple more hits about the NFL and the NHL and something else for the big commish. And then more like the last 24 hours have been pretty crazy. So we have this, I keep hearing about the Sphinx. Now, first it came up, I think it was I Scry. Sorry about my nails, guys. I'm singing this weekend and I'm practicing like crazy. I Scry, no. Witch and Scythe came with a really detailed explanation of the Sphinx the other day. Where's Walter Wade Darrow deck for the Sphinx? Here. Anyway, she had a reading and she explained about what she thought the Sphinx was. I think she said something about it being an unsolvable riddle or puzzle. And I didn't think anything of it after that. But then I had a reading and I feel like I saw the card a couple days ago. When I was shuffling, that's when it started, but I ignored it because I was like, whatever, it's the Chariot. Number 7. Number 7. Let's zoom in, guys. I'm sorry, this is going to take a minute. Why is this so like grainy and gross? I don't know what is going on. Okay, well, let's figure it out later. It's more important to get the message out. All right. So she did this reading about the Sphinx, and she talked about how the Sphinx, this particular picture especially, they're not moving, right? And she said it was something about a riddle we had to solve. Then I was watching this like random video because I'm working on new shows, and when I work on new shows, I like to watch a lot of documentaries and things. Anyway, this was about monsters. And it was like some of the deadliest monsters ever, right? And one of them was the Sphinx. And it was specifically talking about how when, what's his name? Hercules, I believe, solved the Sphinx's puzzle, she threw herself into the abyss because it was her only job to guard. Oh, yes. These were, you guys, I'm trying to tell you. Oh, hold on. The guy's here to fix my, child, this is all happening over here today. Okay. So Witch and Scythe also had a thing today about the Sphinx, but then I was watching the thing about guardians, and I've been warning on this channel, if you've been with the channel for any length of time, it has been foretold by Zeus's oracle, do not fuck around in these gateways with these guardians. Do not go into things that you don't understand. Do not bring offerings that are incorrect. you will piss off whatever it is. So today, again, a swarm came up. Now, I had a bee in a reading the other day, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I believe there may be a riddle afoot collective. So we have dreaming at the helm. Lady Luck has been here. Harp is also having the energy. I put it all in the community post for the Yellow Lodge if you follow. Now, I am not the only person to also have spoken about the magic swarms. Okay, this is something also I Scry with Seth literally just spoke about in her reading today. I'll put that link somewhere. There's also something about divergent and resonance. It keeps coming up. The Dragonic Priestess talked about it the other day in one of her readings. It came up in the middle of one, and then again, Witch and Scythe. So, oh, and Mooney. Mooney also came up. Divergent and Sphinx. And there was something else she said, but it was mostly just divergent that I remember. And I'm like, okay, I keep hearing the same words over and over again. There's something in the energy. Now, you can say this is a coincidence. Sure, you sure can. I wouldn't blame you if you did. Or you could say there's something else happening. It could be supernatural. I don't know. But we're here to decide what it is. And I believe the Sphinx Collective has a riddle for us. Now, the Sphinx for me is important because the Sphinx is one of my guardians, okay? And oh yeah, that video about the Sphinx the other day. It was about why she flung herself into the abyss after Hercules got her answer correct to her riddle, because she had a place to guard and she did not guard it, and so she felt she was no longer of use and terminated herself. Well, I don't know. Also, winged lions keeps coming up. So, guys, we're gonna put the Sphinx here. We're going to try to see if we can get anything of any kind of sense out of all the stuff that I just said. And I don't know where to start. Let's ask Millie where we should start, because I feel like she might know better. Now, I may have to pause this again when they come to get the air back on, because it is now 84 degrees in my apartment and it is very hot, collective. So please forgive us while we are in transition of getting our air back on. I gotta take a second, guys, and zone out. So give me a minute. Sorry about that long explanation. I hear a name being called, but I don't know how to say the name. Something Aka, like Erica. Something Aka, something. I can just hear the end part of it. Attica! You know what I mean? Like Attica. Attica! Tell me about the Sphinx, Millie. No, wing lions have been around for a little bit, on and off. Also, the guy that I like that does the seraphim stuff, Dove, he had put out a new video about one of the seraphim and why they tell you not to be afraid. I'll find that and put it down in the comments as well. Sphinx, the bee, divergent, resonance. We're here to raise the bar, collective. I'm going to tell you, if you're here for nefarious reasons, do not fuck with anyone who is resonating in 144. If you are supposed to be repenting or you're even thinking about it, this might be a good time to go away from the office. This might be a good time to act like you didn't get that memo. This would be a good time to not answer that phone call. You do not want to fuck around in the energy right now. I'm not kidding. It is electric. Like, it is really, yeah, fucking. Doves and Crows message again, collective. Hit subscribe, you guys, if you haven't. Shit. I'm going to look for the bee. Hold on. This bee swarm is important. I also was getting something about volcano the other day, and we had a volcanic eruption in Jima in Japan. It was a big eruption, collective. It was big. Usually that happens. There's like volcano eruptions every day, like Popocatépetl. There's obviously Kilauea every day is erupting. So there's always a volcano erupting, but this was significant. It will be something of significance. I hope I didn't see the bee and just totally like glaze right over it. Per my usual. Dragons kind of keeps coming up too, but that's very far and deep in the energy. It's not up front. Ooh. All right, collective. This is getting cool. I'm drawn to the I Ching right now too. Bees, spiders, and mirrors. Portals. Didn't I say the seal was broken? Portals are open. The magic is swarming. It's looking for the queen. It's looking for the queen. 11:11 on the clock. The portal is open. I'm sorry, these are so weird. The portal is open, collective. It's looking for the queen. I don't know the spider's hierarchy, so I wouldn't know if a queen would be the right thing to say. I'm just going to assume we're going to have a lot of cards today because the crows and the bees are here again, collective. There was a jumping spider that got in my room. I keep trying to catch him and get him out, but he is scared of me. Rightly so. I have many, many dead spiders scents on my hands, collective. Same with flies, but the flies and I are making up. We've annoyed each other long enough, and the fairies don't like it. And I'm not advocating for saving spiders in your house if you're afraid of them, but I know a jumping spider is fine. Oh, yes, Egypt. Oh, that's right. You're right. Egypt. I have a billion Egyptian cards. Oh, this is going to get real good, guys. Okay, listen. If you aren't vibing with this at all, leave now. Because it's going to take a while. If you don't feel spiritually strong, leave now. This might get messy. If the men come back with my air conditioner parts. La 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 la. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh darn it. Son of a gun. It's not. High Priestess cards right off the table, collective. Hit subscribe. Don't you see I need you? I'm desperate for you, collective. I'm desperate here. All right. Let's get some runes. Sphinx. Chariot. The Emperor is at the helm in the chariot. The Emperor is in full control of himself. Give me a second. Is that a winged lion? Is this a winged lion? No, it can't be. No way. Fuck that. No way. Okay, hold on. Where's my book? Okay, if you haven't been with the channel for a while, this deck is pictures. These runes are images. There's no numbers on them, so again, give me a moment. I gotta look through everything. The earth cycle, the water cycle. Fire cycle. This will be fire. Oh, winged serpent. Intelligence. Serpents have been coming up. The winged serpent's intelligence. Its ruler is Thoth. Fire 6. When Thoth brought back the eyes of Ra, he placed them on Ra's forehead in the form of a winged serpent. In this form, the eyes could rule the whole world. The meaning of this myth was that pure will, without either meditating or mediating intelligence to restrain it, Thoth, or compassion to direct it, Horus, was only mindless destructive force. Only when will and intelligence were combined could wisdom come forth and true power result. The winged serpent was the union of will with intelligence and compassion. So maybe these wings aren't necessarily meant for the snake. They could be meant for the lion, and there is no winged lion in here, and that's why these are here. Take it as it resonates. I don't know if I'm going to take it yet. I'm going to leave it up. This is a cobra. Uazit. Uaset. And the Greeks call her Isis. These are virtue's wings. Amun-Ra, mother of all creation. All right, now we need lions and tigers and bears. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. There's the lion guardian. Wow, collective. Skehmet. The cult of the lion was widespread in Egypt from pre-dynastic times. And that's why people say the Sphinx is also pre-dynastic time. And also the oracle. Hit subscribe. And was often associated with aspects of the mother goddess. There you go. Domesticated lions were revered for their strength and honored for their love and defense of their families. Were kept as companions in both palaces and temples. Skehmet, an ancient form of the mother goddess, was depicted with the head of a lioness. She represents the strength and avenging power of Ra and was the defender of the universal order. Oh, fuck. And Saturn's here. Kronos is here. And avenging power of Ra, and was the defender of universal order. Statues of lions were placed at doors of palaces and tombs and temples to guard the living and the dead from evil influences. When such statues were combined with the attributes of other creatures, such as rams or human beings, they were known as sphinxes. $18.18 on the clock, collective. You guys, hit subscribe. You know, they're known as sphinxes because they were combined with other animals. Didn't I say I felt like these two were the same? So these are a combination. This is fucking creepy, yo. This is creepy. I gotta try to keep it calm, you guys. I really want to freak out right now. Calm down. I gotta calm down. Plus, it's too hot in this apartment to be like, I'm telling y'all. Please put it down in the comments, collective, please. Their guardianship was thought to be augmented and compounded by the powers of the secondary creatures. Oh, shit. I'm getting hold on, I'm getting emotional. I need a minute. Okay. Okay. When Ma'u is found in any house, it signifies the defense and protection are present. with respect to that house's aspect of the issue at hand. This protection extends to all other houses. Don't I say that if you fall under my caravan, you fall under my protection? There's something about that here. Okay, hold on. You guys, I'm having like a reaction. I'm like panicking a little. Let me get a couple cards to hold places here. So that we can refer back to these. This is going to be a long read, guys. I'm so sorry. I like to keep them under 20 minutes. I like to keep them under 15 minutes if I can. But this is something else is going on. This is on page 96. No, it's on page 97, but the page next to it's 96. I just put in the Yellow Lodge. 96 and 69 were important. Okay, this last thing I believe is, it could be water. Air. It could be air. Double lion. Wow, you guys. I'm trying to tell you, something is talking to me. Nefer is what this is called. Beauty. Ma'at. I gotta calm down. Nefer is translated as beauty or beautiful and implies wholeness, maturity, and completion. Nefer represents fullness as well as inner and outer harmony. Nefer in a house indicates maturity and fulfillment, the wholeness of all preparatory measures successfully performed. This character is beauty and pleasure of perfected grace and the satisfaction of a well-constructed and carefully executed plan. It is a firm foundation carefully laid as a basis for future activities. This is an excellent omen for the beginning of a project or a relationship when found in the house, signifying the issue. Especially when the house is Isis and Hathor. I had a engineer who was the first to help me hear myself as the oracle, music wise. And this person and I, we don't talk anymore, but this person is very important to me. But as usual, when I work with somebody, they think that my magic is their magic, and they try to take what I make and they try to change it. And this particular person did the same thing. I knew he was going to. He's just a very good family friend, but I knew it was going to happen because it always happens. Collective Hit Subscribe. You probably understand the same thing that I'm going through. Anyway, I love this person very much. And after they left, they decided that they were me and created a group. And instead of calling themselves the Oracle, they called themselves Hathor because Hathor is the goddess of music. Now, I didn't want to call myself Hathor because I didn't feel like Hathor. I felt like I was the Oracle. It's just how I've always felt. And I designed the Oracle so that I could sing about other things well into my older age, and just have more topics and things like that. But this person thought they could do that. It was an absolute failure, of course. And that person's long gone from my life and my family's life now. But a very good family friend was. Anyway, I also have the thing with Hathor, which I didn't know until Witch and Scythe had said that Hathor is the guardian of the Wheel of Fortune. That resonated with me because I had a very memorable dream about the Wheel of Fortune, but I didn't know what it was at the time. This is before I came to really being into tarot and things like that. I was literally just getting started. And I hadn't even seen the Wheel of Fortune card, I don't think. Anyway, I remember it was the Wheel of Fortune card because of the colors on the Wheel of Fortune, which are the fox, I think, which is orange but not quite red. And then the other character, I think is a Sphinx. It's a sphinx, right? It's a sphinx, and it's kind of blue, kind of green. The Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, I had a dream that I turned the Wheel of Fortune, and I had a cheap Chinese trinket bag in my hand from Chinatown, which is hilarious because I only went to Chinatown once, and it was a very, very long time ago. Yeah, there they are. It was a very, very long time ago. Card number 10. Anyway, the cheap China plastic bag got caught in the wheel. And as I am a unapologetic klutz for whatever reasons I have for being a klutz, my bag got caught in the wheel. So it was this hand, and I had to slowly pull the bag out as I turned. There was like this rubbery, clear cellophane thing in my hand, and I had to stick it into the wheel at the top and turn it slowly. So as I pulled this thing out, the wheel turned, and I was grabbing the bag at the same time so I could pull the bag out and I wouldn't break the thing. Because I have a tendency to do that, collective. Hit subscribe. But the Sphinx was here, and the Sphinx is guarding. I've also been hearing about the winged lion and the winged buffalo and the winged man and the winged whatever that is, bird, griffin. I keep hearing about these things lately too. All right. Now that I've caught you up on Jasmine's super long story time, hit subscribe. Okay. So, wow. All right. I don't know where to go after this, you guys. This is bananas. This is the most bonkers read I've ever done. And I get synchronicity like crazy, but this has been wild. Wild. Since Isis is here, we're going to get the Isis Oracle out and confer to her wisdom. I don't know what to say, you guys. Like, I don't know what this means. There's something about the spider. Didn't we have readings about the spider putting up a web in between a portal like a dream catcher? That was a while ago. It's Yellow Lodge stuff, maybe. Okay, hold on. I want to hold this in my mind before I... This is like one of the most significant reads I've ever given in my life, you guys. Like, I don't even know what else to say. So let me get these words back in here again, and then I'll draw because I want to make sure it's fresh. So the first thing we had was the winged serpent, intelligence, Thoth, Ra's eyes. Just in my mind, I had a vision of Cyclops, the mutant from X-Men, and how he had to put on the visor or his eyes would blast everything, something about that. On Ra's forehead in the form of the winged serpent. In this form, the eyes could rule the whole world. The meaning of this myth was pure and without either mitigating intelligence to restrain it or the compassion to direct it. Only when will and intelligence are combined could wisdom come forth and true power result. This is the union of will and intelligence. And then the cobra combined with these wings is the Egyptian mother goddess. Uazit, Uaset, or Isis. The wings of the winged serpent were those of virtue. Who was yet another symbol of the Egyptian great mother, Amun-Ra, creation. Okay, so intelligence and the mother destructive force And then lion, the guardian, the mother goddess again. These things put together make this a sphinx. Their guardianships was throughout to be augmented and compounded. Oh, wait a second. Didn't I just say? Now all these animals have wings on them. So these all could technically be sphinxes, right? And not like angels like we think. Like they're sphinxes. They're the 4 guardians at the gate, like an archon, and 2 other guardians. One guardian is the Sphinx, and the other is the fox. So intellect and cunning, maybe? And I also heard Witch and Sai say that every symbol on here is from a different group. So this is I saw the frog at the beginning of this when I opened up Millie. It's a keystone. Or what do they call it? Rosetta Stone. 3113 fucking A. Okay, Rosetta Stone. You guys, this is bizarre. And then we have the last thing again. Ma'at. Beauty. Maturity. If this is with Isis, it is a very good lucky omen. Isis and Hathor, which is why we started talking about all this. Okay. All right, what else we got here? All right, Isis. Isis and the animal kingdom are speaking to us. Symbols are speaking to us. We've also given warnings that buildings are going to be speaking to us, collective. The Sphinx could be the building that was foretold in that portal of light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space, like Enoch. That's right, Enoch keeps coming up. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. And there's Isis right there. Didn't we also get something about spotlight from the I Ching? Something about a spotlight, and it was going to illuminate the mountain, but not the entire mountain, just a piece of the mountain. I'll find that reading and link it below. I think it was from yesterday or the day before. I see leaves at the top of the charm bowl. Another tree. One more card, please. For balance. Why do these keep getting tied up? Keys of life. This is Scribe Collective. What the fuck is going on, you guys? Didn't we just have... Number 3 is the Empress card, Collective. Pre-Empress card. Look, the King of Swords. You need to know this. We need to know this. There is some next level witchy shit going on, y'all. I'm an oracle. I'm not a witch. I don't know. But that looks about the same, right? Goddess of 10,000 names. Goddesses. Oh, yeah, the picture. That's why I was drawn to it. The picture. And then the wings of Ra or the eyes of Ra behind them, which is the King of Swords. Maybe. Which is 3. Maybe. Macbeth. I'm going to find that post and put it in the community page so we can hear what Shakespeare said. Because a lot of times we divine stuff in our writing, you guys, and we're not aware of it. I'm going to leave these out for now. And we'll read that in a minute. This is not just me, you guys. This is multiple people. All right. The wings of Isis. Holy shit. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, service into human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation. Yeah. Yeah, this fucking confirmation, yo. The key of life. The Ankh. There it is. Portends new life being born through you now. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Let it happen. Hold on, I think they might be back. Nope, not yet. Okay. So while we go on this journey, collective, if you resonate with this, you are highly protected. I mean, if you don't see that here, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So why do we know this? I mean, why do we need to know this? This is very old magic. I see the high priestess behind here. We're not allowed to use our regular senses. I see the magician behind that, and I see the Hierophant. We are not. This is God's work. This is God's work. We are not allowed to use our normal senses. We have to go higher for this work. The regular senses will not work. High priestesses only. High priests only. Magicians only. Like Enoch. Is that what I was about to say? Like Enoch? This is a crazy read, you guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm a little spooked, but I'm going to be okay. Let's get some tarot. Oh, yes, the stars. Oh, yes. Tell me what is going on. The doves and crows are here. $33. 38 degrees. Coordinates. Degrees. Something about the numbers I've said are significant today for degrees that you need to know about navigating stars. If you are into astrology, today would be a data chart. Or yesterday, it was 1414 or 414, and then 6 and 2 or 8. So if this is Saturn, I may scream. Oh, Cancer came out. Emotions. Tower. The Chariot. Ooh, guys. I act. Aggression, desire, competition, passion, sex, drive, energy, impulse. And then Chariot. There's a very strong compulsion to act. I'm not feeling like it is to act. This act of passion and impulse and energy is to bring back, there's number 4, is to bring back compassion and nurturing and sensitivity. Okay. And then there's Pisces again, so 6-9. Okay. What else do I need to know? Let's get some. Should I figure out what this portal of light is? I don't know. I don't really know what to do next. I have a deck that does doors. Yeah, I don't think this is the one. Hold on. All right, collective, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the thing. It's going to tell us what's going on. We'll have no other questions after this. Subscribe. I don't know what to say, you guys. This is a really crazy read. Like, this is one of the craziest reads I've ever done in my life. I'm not even joking. That's probably what I'm going to call this. Yellow Lodge. Maybe connect the dots looking forward. Connecting the dots looking forward. I don't know. Or Doves and Crows. Now I feel like I got to go read the Doves and Crows reading again. That was awful. I didn't want to post it, but there were doves and crows in it, so I had to post it. The dove has a laurel leaf in her beak, and so I feel like she's, yep, there it is. A choice. The portal is a choice. The Lover's card was first called the choice. High Priestess. High Priest. Now it feels like Lovers again. I don't know, collective. I'm going to get one more card, and then we'll pull some cards from the Egyptian deck, and then I'm going to stop. The portal through this portal is High Priest and High Priestess. There's the key. There's the, you can't use your regular senses. There's the door open. You cannot force your way through this door. You can only resonate your way through this door. If you don't resonate through this door, you will get hurt. I just saw the 10 of Swords, so don't fuck around. If this doesn't resonate, do not fuck around. I cannot be more serious about that, you guys. This is not the energy to play the giddy goat. This is not the energy to play around in. There's something really crazy about this. I'm going to put this here. I was getting, when I first started my journey into tarot, it was because I kept seeing the High Priest and High Priestess everywhere. Everywhere. It would not go away. I mean, I could look at the bottom of a can, an empty can of pop, and I would see the High Priest and the High Priestess. It was before I was in full control of myself. So it freaked me out. It really freaked me out. If you can imagine, you see me react sometimes on this channel. Hit subscribe. So the fact they're here for this reading, and the Doves and the Crows, and the Sphinx, it's pretty significant to me. The High Priest and High Priestess are allowed to see through this door because that is our authority. Now, I am also an oracle, so I'm here to guide you along your way. That's what I do. something about fighting nature. Yeah, she's sick. That's the doctor, fighting nature. Maybe we should pull from the Akashic just one more, since we've already been here for almost 50 minutes. Oh, yeah, look. Gravity. Gravity. Fuck. That's a tower, isn't it? Gravity falls. Something we fighting nature. Yeah, nature's fighting. There's a serpent. I mean, that's a lynx, but it's a cat, right? I mean, you could say I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure, like, if you have a moderate IQ, you can see here that there's something insane going on in this deck. We're going to get this Akashic. I'm going to give it one more. There's something about not fighting nature. Like, whoever is fucking around with order magic, you are fucked, kid. I don't know what else to tell you. There is evidence. Get out of the way. Repent. Do not do anything crazy in this energy. Now, I'm going to pull from this. I just want to see if certain things come out. I'm not going to say what I think they could be. Well, obviously Egypt. But we're just going to go through here and just grab whatever it takes. And then I'm going to stop this reading because this has been a lot. And it's hot. This may be the only reading I do today. Central America has been coming up a lot, especially since I've been working on the Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth is a combination of India and South American ancestry. I'm just going to pull, see what comes up. Let's make it go faster. Okay. Oh, I'm sewing right now. That's funny. Ancient Aztec civilization. All right, collective. What do we have? A bunch of nonsense. Blacksmiths, brothel thralls, musicians, potter, baby, Central America, famine, American Revolution. All right. Nothing that I thought. So it's not as creepy as I thought, but it may come up later, collective. All right. And on that note, I'm going to let you all go. This was a really spooky, freaky read. And I would like to say that I believe I kept myself in very good, calm standing, collective. I did not black girl or white girl react. That alone deserves a thumbs up, collective. Thank you so much for going on this insane journey with me. I'm sorry if you've heard these stories many times. I'm trying to keep people up. We have new people at the channel every day, which I'm extremely grateful for. Yellow Lodge, I don't know. Tear this apart. Put it in the comments. Let me see your own readings. Comment with your own readings down below too. I'd like to watch them if you have one. And Nanu, Yellow Lodge.